Oh, just flexing there a little bit. Okay, good start.
This is my sword.
I'm feeling very intimidated.
Mm-hmm, yep.
This looks like a guy who mains Reaper.
I am wearing the dark mask, so
Looks good.
it's more appropriate than you think.
I just
Speak
dropped
up.
in to see how she's getting on.
So this is Arrogant.
What
It's Argon.
Arrogant.
Igon, I think, maybe? I don't
He pronounces it Egon, but he's wrong.
Degenerate.
know.
It's Argon.
Like, he's a jerk anyway, so we'll pronounce his name however we feel like.
He comes back to say, hey, everyone here's kind of an idiot or a dummy. Perfect for that girl I was protecting with my life.
Yeah. Who's down in a pit?
Champion of Ash, welcome back.
At least she's above the puddle.
Slightly, yes.
She felt the wetness and is like, I need to move to higher ground.
Champion of Ash.
Hey, these
The
candles
one
look pretty
tome is
dry.
forbidden. These are dark tales of things that lurk deep within men. These stories would not please you.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that.
Yeah, tell them anyway.
If
So
you insist.
Arena actually has sort of two branching quest lines, and we are about to branch into the one that is really shitty for her.
Oh, excellent.
Me so. The little creatures that nibble at me in the darkness.
So we've now locked her into not a good ending, and we did it right in front of Egon, so
He'll be happy.
Pleasant
Sorry,
journey,
buddy.
Champion of Ash.
He'll be happy to be rid of a charge.
On the plus side, you bought basically the best miracle for damaging bosses in the game.
Good.
but I'm not going to use it because I'm not cheap. I don't cheese these bosses.
It's not like he's ever gonna use it.
Just wasn't he?
I need to watch some more DSP so I can really channel that. Like come on!
No.
I can't do the laugh. I think I'm like physically incapable of doing
Isn't it
that.
just like a quick?
No, I'm just gonna like get a barking seal, and we're just gonna play that.
This code is in
But I think the real reason that I gave Irina that bad tome and took a bad spell from her, it's all the mask. Like, clearly it's not my fault.
Yeah, no.
Is this the sequel to Jim Carrey's The Mask then?
No, because this is good. Well, I guess I can say it. This is better than shit.
This is the pre-sequel.
This isn't Son of the Mask.
The grandson of The Mask.
This is more like the father of the mask.
Aha, thou returned, and a fine day it is. So
We're checking back in with
happened
Bloodlith.
upon any
The soul of the stray demon that we picked up can either give us that boulder heap spell, or we can get Havel's ring.
Ooh. That's good.
Do not be away over long.
But, I mean, throwing up boulders, probably just as good.
So we're just gonna put that on. We don't need it. I mean, the fat roll threshold is 70%, and we've been below that for a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To give in,
Did you get the fast roll?
The firekeeper must be twitching.
It's pretty much,
with light.
for me, it's pretty much all the same below 70%, so I'm not really worried.
Cinder.
Okay.
These
But Hawkwood's back,
legends.
and this conversation's gonna go long, so
A right and
I'm just gonna kind of fuck around. He also
only he developed
kind of
a habit of
like repeats
devouring
himself a
men.
bunch.
He ate so many that he bloated like a drowned pig. Then softened
Why a
into
drowned pig?
sleep.
You know what? I'm just gonna
So
let it
they
happen.
stuck him in the cathedral of the deep, and they made him a lord of Cinder, not for virtue, but for might.
Hawkwood sound a
Such
little
as
jealous.
we want, I suppose.
Yeah.
So get to eating.
Do we have a solid
Eat a lot.
chance?
Enough to be like a drowned pig.
Specifically, eat a lot of people.
Yeah.
And don't
At the
stop.
foot of
Never stop.
Lothric
Can't stop,
Castle,
won't stop.
An old path still runs below the tower in the undead settlement. It was used to
So I really
transport
like that
sacrifices to the cathedral
for
of the
this
deep.
game, the Dark Mask, they kind of give you the whole like teen Hot Topic hairstyle to go with the skull.
Well, yeah. I mean, that's where you would buy a mask like that.
You haven't given up yet.
So
Then you're
I'm
a brasher
fairly
lad
certain,
than I thought.
but he has
You can
the
make better use of this.
Undead Legion sword, the Abyss Watcher
I
sword.
don't need it.
Yeah, he's also wearing their armor except for the hat.
Wow.
So I wonder what his story could be.
The undead legion of
He
Farron
stopped
is a
watching The
caravan
Abyss.
of undead. Sworn by wolf's blood to contain the abyss, the legion will bury a kingdom at the first sign of exposure.
So we should not have killed
Gaining
them?
admission to the legion is a matter of
It's probably
some
fine.
ceremony.
They were gonna kill each other anyway.
Inside their keep, snuffing out the flames of 3 altars opens the door.
So he's like our hints buddy, except we already did all this.
Yeah.
We've heard all this, buddy. Come on. Look at that hair.
Sorry, so
So I was like, no, Mom, I don't want to go to Spencer's Gifts.
gaining
I want to get my
admission to the
black
legion
tea and my
is a
chain
matter
wallet.
even by
I want to clip my camera inside my sword.
you
Hey,
offer
sorry, I'm
yours
setting up my
of
selfie here.
the
GoPro
undead legion.
technology has gotten so much worse.
So that's
Yeah, it's really come downhill from the days of The Hobbit.
Yep. That river scene is just the best that it's ever going to be.
Sorry, souls. Is that really?
And that horse Rohan, the greatest.
Oh yeah, no, it's great. You know, screw Rohan and the horse rider he rode in with.
Sometimes he's called the Rittermark. It's this colloquial name.
Uh-huh.
For helping them find their
God, you
final
confuse one
resting place.
country with an animal that can't speak, and suddenly you just living that down for the rest of your life.
Oh yes.
Sorry, I
And the
didn't know
next
who
one.
Rohan was, son of Gohan, son of Goku. So is he like a Super Saiyan God, or is he just level 2? Oh yeah, now we're entering territory you're not comfortable with.
What, like Super Saiyan? What's the pink one? 2, 3?
I think
God?
the pink one is like one of the god versions? I don't
No,
know.
that was Majin Buu, the one who turns you into cookies. He was not a Saiyan. He was an anti-hero because I forget what happened to him, but suddenly he was good. Okay.
There were like 2 of him, weren't there, or something weird?
Look, he became friends with Satan, I think.
Aren't they all friends with Satan?
So it's really funny because the character's name is Satan, but you probably know him more as Hercule,
Oh,
the guy from like way early on.
yeah.
But
Okay.
he's just called Mr. Satan in Japan.
Of course he is. We're talking about Mr. Popo, right?
Oh god, fucking damn it. We're talking about anime again in a Dark Souls game. I thought we promised not to do this after Dark Souls 2, but at least we're not
No.
talking about fucking Naruto.
That's true. That went on for way too long.
Much like Naruto.
Well played.
I think the worst part is that Naruto is now technically still ongoing with
Oh
Boruto.
god, yeah.
Doesn't he have a
Son
son
named
now?
Bort.
Yeah. Dude, he couldn't even name his children right.
Hi, my name's Bort.
Oh.
I see that's some of the high-level play we expect of you.
Yeah, I'm showing him my shadow clone jutsu.
He was very impressed.
You didn't see it there, but my shadow clones are off doing other stuff while I get hit. I don't know what the fuck's happening.
You're distracting. So your shadow clones can take care of the issue.
Yeah, behind the scenes, there's 2 of me doing a Rasengan.
Deus Ex Machina style.
No.
No?
I'm not using my upgraded arms and legs like Adam Jensen. This ain't no Deus Ex.
Wrong game. I'm sorry. Ooh. That's fun.
It's weird because I actually have one of the Ninja Storm games on Steam, and it's kind of past... The storyline is past the point where I stopped watching the actual show. So now apparently there's a guy that can just write on paper and his things come to life, and I'm like, yeah, sure. That's actually the most believable thing in that show.
Why not?
So pretty much all of these guys, you have to watch their eyes, actually, because if they have white eyes, that means that they respawn one time.
Okay.
Because this couldn't be anything more like the first game's Catacombs.
Nope.
I remember not initially realizing that they only respawned once, and so immediately resorting to kicking them off ledges.
See, that's probably a better reaction than I had the first time, where I panicked and ran through the area. Which, as we'll find out, is a bad thing to do.
Well, it's not like there's any traps around here.
No, there's not a giant thing that you can't see coming.
Good. This'll be fun.
So we don't want to go too far ahead. This area's not that big, but it can kind of all start to look the same when you're in these top sections, but there is an NPC that we've kind of passed by.
Oh.
And if I want to get that ending, I actually have to go talk to her.
Oh, wow. It really is easy to fuck up that ending.
Or at least I think I do. I definitely have to do something while I'm in this kind of area of the game, or I'll fuck it up.
Okay.
And then when we get to the next area, I need to do something there, or I'll fuck it up. Or actually, I need to not do something there. It's all very confusing. Who do you kill? Who do you not kill?
Are these skeletons headless and one-armed?
Yeah, didn't stop the one from parrying me.
No, it did not. But you had to show off what a parry looks like if somebody else did it.
Yeah.
To you. Mm-hmm.
That skeleton gestured a lot less than the people I've been parried by.
Yeah, that's true.
So I mean, if I really wanted to show off me being parried, I could try and have one of the bosses parry me, because one of them can totally do that, and it makes a lot of sense that they can do that in like a very dickish way that I can appreciate.
It's still not necessary.
Oh, it's actually very necessary. You just don't know why yet.
Oh, okay. I'll just take it as I see it.
And it's gonna take so long to get there that you're totally gonna forget.
I'm gonna remember this conversation.
I'm pretty sure I know which boss you're talking about, and I think it was probably my favorite boss in this game.
He's maybe like top 10 for me in a game that has like 18 bosses.
Good number.
Hello.
Hey, it's Henri.
All right.
Henri got dumped by Horus.
Oh no.
Aw.
Now she's sad.
We've become separated. I've not been able to find him.
You still have cool armor, Henri.
Yes, I see. Horace is
So
a
Henri,
fine knight. He
what
can
is that
ask
skeleton
himself
behind you?
a question.
In the pillar?
He's searching
Probably
for me
fine.
right
It's
now.
nothing.
Is that
Face the
Horus?
resolve.
It might be.
Henri, are you a killer?
If you happen upon him,
I mean, like
please
killer to
tell
killer,
me,
you can tell me.
that I remain
I've killed a
indebted
lot.
to you.
You can look at my mask
I
to
will
know.
wear prism stones to guide him, as always.
I actually forgot I was wearing the mask, and I thought that was just my dumb character's hair.
I beg of you.
Look, I'm having issues in my own LP.
Oh, it's been so long. Okay.
Yeah, they're just kind of archers in the corners of the room, and
Cool.
Was that arrow sticking out of the handle of your sword?
it's either that. I'll do a freeze frame in the video to make sure. It's either that or it's coming out of my wrist.
Like right between the radius and the ulna, just right in between there.
It's not going to beat. I think it was. Maybe it was in the first game in the Tomb of the Giants with the very big archers, and I got struck in the head once.
Yep. Yes. Oh, yeah, that's a good thing.
That's a big ball skeletons.
Yep.
Yep. You might think it's just a boulder, and then it comes back up.
Oh, so it resets itself.
So what we need to look for is a guy in a very fancy hat.
Oh, yeah, pirate.
Because when you kill him,
They stop.
the ball breaks.
Right, that makes sense.
And when the ball breaks, the cradle will drop.
Oh, okay.
And down will come me. Because goddamn, I hate these enemies right here. So one of them, namely the only one left alive, will throw, like, pursuers at me.
Okay. Not fun.
Now, pursuers as in the spell, not the boss.
Yeah.
Oh god, if he threw mini pursuers at me. God damn it.
Bringing that one back.
Somebody
Wow.
get me the ballista.
I would like to see that as a spell, though. Just
Really a mini version of any boss.
yeah. Mini Ornstein.
So
Oh.
some of these pots have pursuers, and the only ones that do are the ones that are covered.
Of course.
So you can roll through the ones that have bones in them, that's fine.
Right. So you're just gonna roll through all of them. Good.
I feel like at some point Link rolled through this kingdom, and that was the countermeasure they set up.
God, every pot, he's just breaking everything. Just make sure he can't.
Oh, are there not pursuers in Breath of the Wild? I haven't played that one yet.
That was just before this.
God damn it, Calamity Ganon. Next thing you know, they're gonna put bombs in the grass so I can't cut it.
Probably.
They already put, like, landmines in the grass in, like, one of the Game Boy ones.
I think one of my favorite dig moves, I think it was Skyward Sword. When you're going through like a rupee mine, you can get a rupor, which is like a gray one that actually takes off 10 rupees.
Yeah, they did that in another one too. Can't remember which one it was. But yeah, that comes up sometimes.
Yeah, so I think what we're seeing right here is that Dark Souls is the Legend of Zelda of video games.
Yeah, of course.
So directly behind us, there's a ledge where the railing's missing that we could drop down into the next area. It's still the catacombs, it's just sort of right towards the end.
Yeah, and I think right at sort of where you come in to the catacombs, if you turn right, there's a series of ledges you can drop down to immediately get to the boulder staircase.
Yep, and that's where some of the archers were that were hitting me.
No. No, that's not working out.
So thank you, arrows.
Did not work in your favor.
So don't drop down that hole, because there's some old friends waiting for us there. Speaking of old friends,
Oh, hello.
I really like that you actually get a good view of them at this point, so you can see the skeletons just pulling it along.
it's so dumb.
That's worse than wheel skeletons.
So about those old friends,
Wheel skeletons?
there might be.
Oh.
So don't go down these stairs, because at least I can't make it through without the ball coming back up. And it's not an instant death, but it's pretty painful.
Oh, rats. Lots of rats. And it's just... Oh, giant rat. Well, slightly larger rat.
Ugh, did we just maybe kill a mom and her
Babies.
puppies? What is a rat baby called? A ratling?
Sure. That's what it's called.
So in the Cathedral of the Deep, I said there was another slime area with higher ceilings. It's not this one, because I forgot about this one.
Go. Good.
But this is where the slime placement gets really mean, because they are everywhere, and some of them are right above an item.
Yep.
Well, yeah, of course. Or you knocked it almost into another one. Yes? No. Yes, I thought so. And it was in the dark. It was really hard to see.
I think these are another enemy where it's actually often faster to just poke him with a torch than hit him with whatever your actual weapon is.
And that's why I bring the firebomb, which is really confusing to even me why I didn't realize to use the torch. Like, hey, fire good.
Yeah.
Why am I not using fire?
Nope. Just gotta keep spamming the same button.
I think I might be having like nightmare flashbacks every time to the Crown of the Ivory King DLC, the Dark Souls 2 DLC, where actually it might have been the Old Iron King. It's the Old Iron King. There are enemies you can set on fire.
Oh, yeah.
But as soon as you set them on fire, they become like super fucking tough.
Oh, yeah, they become extremely fast, and they jump at you and explode.
Yeah. In a DLC that's already pretty tough.
Yeah.
That is the DLC with the extra Smelter Demon.
Right.
Yep.
Good, because you needed another one of those.
That is also the DLC that people claim it has the hardest boss in Dark Souls 2, the Fume Knight.
I think, at least in terms of raw numbers, he has, like, the most health and damage output.
It only took me, like, 5 tries, which was weird. But I also had a very fast character, so I could roll out of a lot of his attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But I can see where tanking him would have been a pain.
So, when the Dark Souls 2 DLCs came out, the only character file I had that I felt good about going in on them on was on New Game Plus 2.
Oh, I've been there! In this game, actually.
So the Fume Knight was pretty tough. And then I realized I needed to kill him a second time to get his other weapon.
Oh.
So that was a number of hours of my life.
Yeah, so in this game, the Ashes of Ariandel DLC, I only had my, like, Faith Melee person from New Game Plus 2 because I had to get all the rings to get the achievement, and, like, no one else was really that close to the DLC, so I had a rough time.
I've seen, like, a few tiny snippets of that DLC, and it looks pretty rough.
It seems weirdly unfair for a lot of the areas. There's a lot of places where you can just sort of drop to your death because it's hard to tell what is and isn't the end of a ledge. But speaking of Fume Knight, this guy is using the Fume Knight Ultra Great Sword.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, bye.
You handled him a lot more smoothly than I ever have.
We'll see him again in his non-invasion form. But what really started to confuse me is that I encountered him in sort of the next area, an optional area, where he doesn't look like a phantom, and then if he kills you, he immediately does a gesture. And it's the one I picked up where he sort of like goes down on one knee and like looks up and just kind of like thank you for being an idiot. And I'm like, please don't PvP me.
He is extremely rude. I think the only way to learn that gesture is to have him do that to you. Well, I could be wrong on that.
It's either that or you kill him, but he is definitely involved.
Yeah, because my strategy with that guy was always to lure him into the skeleton ball. Because he will chase you right into there and get run over multiple times.
I usually only use that for the rats when I don't feel like dealing with them. But you might notice it's a little quiet now that we killed the Hat Boy.
Yeah.
because that other skeleton ball broke. And we don't get something as cool as an undead bone shard like we did from the first one, but there is something that comes out of that ball that took me a couple playthroughs to even notice.
Oh, yes, I know what you're talking about. I remember seeing people, like, theory crafting forever about that.
Okay, please stop. I need to get my bearings. Stop throwing kukri at me. So let's go see what that ball dropped.
Yeah. Piqued my interest. Oh.
Aww.
Okay. Wow. That's just not right.
So yeah, I didn't even notice that crab actually came from the skeleton ball for a long time.